Hello again, folks. This is Keanotix, again, with Somnium Files. Sorry, as an AI in the Somnium Files, again. I said to myself I would take a break, but I'm on a roll here, god damn it. I am going to finish this if it kills me, and it's going to kill me. That much is certain. But I'm not going to be able to sleep if I don't finish this bloody story, or at least get onto a goddamn path that will have more answers. And this is going to get worse before it gets better. We got another ending, thank feck. And it was a happy ending for once. Happy at least that, like, not worst, best case scenario considering what path we were on. But, yeah, we're going to have to go a bit deeper though. And it involves going back into Ota's sad little memory about his favorite rescue, basically. Yeah, I'm gonna have to jump onto the file that I was in. I did perform a quick experiment last time to see if having that ending means that we could access the lock that was on the boss's murder spree, and unfortunately it absolutely did nothing. So we don't have much of a choice here. We're going to have to go back into Ota's. We're going to have to go to Ota's sink and choose a different option, which is probably going to ascertain one of two things. One, his mother had something horrible to do with the murder. Right, we've done this part. Right. Right, so maybe we have to do something else. Alright.
Curse you, polar bear! What if I rush it like this?
Alright, okay, we know. Alright. Tiny Aiba to the rescue!
The ice on the...
Right, we have to punch it, but we're using up 105 seconds. Let's do something hilariously cheap first.
The door.
Oh, I forgot. We don't really get much of a... I'm gonna have to do it this way.
The ice on...
Yep, punch it.
This is for Date! This is for Date! This is for Date!
What did the ice do to me? Those who don't fight won't survive!
Alright, tackled the bear. Ice removed. Groovy. Right, he's fighting the bear. He gets hit by the bear. Right, now, we pushed him towards the red shelf. Now we need to escort him to the green shelf. But how on earth do we do that?
Date, you've got 4 minutes.
I'm guessing something to do with the forklift, but...
A forklift.
Sortie.
What? Sortie?
This is Ota's world, right? Your role in this dream is to assist Ota in his fight against the polar bear.
Lousy Ota. Thanks to him, my image as a cool intellectual has been destroyed.
Okay.
All systems green. Synchronization rate 6%. Now, cargo handling car. Forklift. Sortie!
What happened?
It has reversed in time.
I don't think this ending is acceptable. We're forgetting something.
Right.
Ah, crud. Can't do anything for the frozen forklift.
A plate attached to cold has frosted over it.
Right, breathing on it seemed to help.
See.
I see.
Right.
Nope.
You have 3 minutes, Date.
A plate to the cold has frosted over.
I'm gonna keep doing this until basically we solve the puzzle of the plates.
B.
I would be happier about D.
I'm sure. A plate at the cold has frosted over.
Why does the color invert at that point?
But then, something strange happened.
What's happening? Oh, that's bright.
Oh, there we go. A, I get it now.
What is this?
I can't believe it was that dense. Yeah, it still brings out that knife.
Options! Tessa! If this was another, I would have died already. Next time, he will get me. That's just destiny.
Alright, we've got that part.
No! I will fight destiny and win!
So he says.
I'm
Yeah.
the one who has to help him.
We have to make Hero of Justice Ota fight back and look cool doing it.
Right, now we sortie the bloody forklift.
You have less than 2 minutes. Hurry.
Yeah, I know, I wasted time. Leave me alone.
A fork.
Right, okay. Now we sortie!
All systems green. Now, cargo handling car. Forklift. Sortie!
Hey, forklift! Fork over that weapon now!
There we go. This is not what happened, but hell with it.
I can't stand. I'm weak.
Did he really help Iris like that?
We have no choice but to have Ota do it. We need him to stand up.
Alright, epic refuel, disarm the foe. Alright, Ota.
Ota is...
Motivate helped them before.
Don't be scared. Stand up. Don't beg for it. Earn it. Do it and you'll be rewarded.
The ghost inside me whispered. That's right. I can't be scared now. I have to stand up. Now, count up your sins. There. Why?
That's where he figures out the knife. Yep. Of course, this means also that the cut didn't happen, which means we don't know it's Sosajima, or at least we don't arrive at that conclusion. But it is weird that in the last branch that blood matched his Sosajima. So maybe I'm right. Maybe depending on which version of the events you come to, you reach a different conclusion.
Sorry that I had to get rough with you, kid.
Seriously, dude? Come on.
So sorry, Ota. Date told me to be the bad cop.
I did not.
Temper, temper.
Whatever. Anyway, Ota, I have some things I want to ask you. I'm not gonna beat around the bush. Let me get right down to it. Your mother, Mayumi Matsushita, was at the warehouse, wasn't she?
What are you talking about?
Was she there?
Why would she be? That happened at 3 a.m. She was at home asleep.
Then why did we find evidence at the crime scene?
Evidence?
Sure, it might not prove she was there, but it makes it likely. The evidence is...
the cookie. We didn't find the knife there. But let's just look at it.
The polar bear dropped the weapon in Ota's Somnium. It was the floral pattern kitchen knife. On the handle were the words, "Mom, I love you always." Date, from this we can conclude that the knife...
I know.
Oh, but the chocolate's not there, actually. Steaming equipment? No. The chocolate, that's there.
Odoroki Man chocolate. This was discovered in the corner of the warehouse. Mayumi Matsushita's fingerprints were found on the package. Mayumi purchased the chocolate yesterday at 10:33 p.m.
That's the one.
The purchase was made at an 812 convenience store. The store was located approximately 100 yards from the Famisto where Ota stole the station wagon.
Yeah. Where? I don't know how, but that's there. Took it down, park it, and showed him.
The Hodoroki Man chocolate.
The same one I showed you at the hospital. I found it in the corner of the cold storage warehouse.
So? That doesn't prove anything.
Mayumi's fingerprints were on the package.
What?
You have a bad poker face, Ota. Your reaction tells me Mayumi didn't give this to you and you dropped it on your own.
That information is confirmed. Ota's fingerprints were not found on the package.
Mom isn't the killer!
I didn't say that she was. I'm saying that she was at the scene. And so are you.
Wait a minute. Why do you think Mayumi isn't the killer, Ota?
Because I was face to face with that polar bear when we fought. I could tell it wasn't my mom even through the costume. And no matter what happened, there's no way that my mom would stab me.
Why are you covering for her?
Covering?
That's why you're lying to me, right?
I'm not.
Are you sure about that? You must have seen direct evidence of Mayumi being at the warehouse, but you're hiding that from us. Or maybe even you're starting to suspect her.
I am not.
Sure.
What are you accusing me of anyway? What do you think I'm hiding?
The knife? What about the streaming equipment?
A video camera and laptop were discovered in the warehouse. Either could have been left by the criminal, but determining the owner through purchase history will be difficult. No fingerprints were picked up either.
See, that's the thing he's hiding, I'm pretty sure. But it's tenuous at best.
The kitchen knife with a floral pattern. Mom, I love you always is carved on the handle.
You saw it.
Ota gave me that knife for Mother's Day when he was in elementary school. He knows how much I love flowery designs.
I guess that's the right
You were
one.
stabbed by that very same knife.
How do you know that? The criminal ran away with the knife. No one was supposed to see it.
I knew it.
No, my mom didn't do it.
Then why did you not mention the kitchen knife earlier?
Because I know how it looks. I thought Mom would get accused, and then she would have been brought in here and interrogated. I didn't want to put her through that. And Mom never liked Tessa. So maybe, just maybe, Mom hired someone to kill Tessa, and she gave them that kitchen knife. I don't know. I thought of it that way. Like that would ever happen. I know it sounds crazy, but after I saw that knife, I just lost it. Please, you have to believe me. Mom isn't a serial killer.
Yeah, I agree.
You do?
I do. I don't think it's possible for Mayumi to have kidnapped Iris. Because...
Why am I... What about the fishery?
Okiura Fishery is a company owned by... However, the management team... And allegedly, Mizuki's grandfather was raised by dolphins.
I love how they kept that little fact. I don't know what they were talking about.
2 cars were parked. One was the van owned by the Matsushita family. Ota's fingerprints were detected on the driver's seat and steering wheel. Iris's fingerprints were detected on the passenger seat. The other car was a station wagon. Yesterday at 10:33 p.m., Ota stole this station wagon. It was parked at the Famisto along Koshu Highway. Ota explained his reasoning for stealing the car. He claims that while he was inside the Famisto, someone took off with the van, with Iris still inside. Ota decided to steal the station wagon parked nearby to give pursuit. Ota searched for the van in his stolen vehicle. Our investigation determined that Iris and the van were taken 1 minute before Ota stole the station wagon. This puts the incident occurring at 10:32 p.m.
Or they want me to show 2 pieces of evidence, but... Why couldn't Mayumi have kidnapped Iris? I'm not... This one I'm struggling with, I'll be honest. The streaming equipment is like very not like... I'm gonna show that. Damn it! Oh well. The 2 cars thing. Right, okay, that's at least one of them. Surely it's the fishery then? Not it. Dang it. Okay, I'm just gonna brute force it now. I mean, that must be it.
The Matsushita's van was stolen from the parking lot of the Famisto while Iris was in the car. That was yesterday, 10:32 p.m. 1 minute later at the 812, which was about 100 yards away, Mayumi bought the Odoroki Man chocolate. She entered the 812 about a minute earlier. This was all caught on security cameras at the store. That means it's impossible that Mayumi could have taken the van. And that means that Mayumi being the polar bear is also next to impossible.
Right, okay, I had it slightly wrong.
However, I can't completely clear her.
What?
You said it yourself. She could have hired someone to commit the crime.
But that was...
In any case, I need to hear from Mayumi herself. I need to hear her explain the chocolate, the knife. There's a lot to cover. I'm gonna head to Matsushita Diner.
What? Hey, wait a minute!
Don't worry. I'm not going there to arrest her. I'm going there to clear her of suspicion.
Really?
Yes.
You won't arrest her?
Your mother wouldn't kill anyone. Right, Ota?
Thank you, Date.
Damn it! Okay, so explain the knife to me then.
Sorry for the late night, Miss Matsushita. But I have some questions I need to ask you. Could you spare some time?
I finally remembered about the warehouse. I did it. I did everything.
Okay. Crap. This is like... No, I did it. No, I did it. If they both admit that they did it, we can't do anything. Didn't we just establish that she couldn't do it? Come on, game.
I didn't do this last night because I wanted to give you a chance to calm down. How are you, now that you've slept on it?
What are you talking about?
I'll be honest. I don't think you're the killer. You're giving us a false confession.
No, it's true. I kidnapped that witch. I took her to the warehouse and...
Put her on the table and pulled her eyeball out?
Yes.
And the polar bear costume?
I bought it through mail order.
And you were the one wearing it?
Yes, that's right.
Date, the criminal has confessed. Arrest her immediately.
You got to the top of Abyss acting like that?
I heard that she used to be an actress.
Sounds about right.
Yep. Yeah, where do you want to step?
You were in the polar bear costume, right? That means you stabbed it.
Yes, I stabbed him.
Oh, very
With the
convincing.
knife I brought from home. I wasn't trying to hurt him. He fought me, and then it just...
Okay, stupid question, but...
My son is under that witch's spell. Merchandise, concerts. She's bleeding him dry. I wanted to snap him out of it. I wanted to save him.
Yeah, why'd you take out the eye?
Because I just hated her so much. Killing her wasn't enough. Because the world needs to see that witch die.
Just a quick question, Mayumi. Do you know anything about online streaming?
I'm not stupid. I might be old, but...
Could you explain it to me?
Huh?
Step by step. Just tell me what you did.
I can't explain it in words. It's more like muscle memory. I was able to get it working after trying a few times, that's all.
That's... Yeah, where did you get the camera and laptop then?
I picked them out of the garbage.
Which garbage?
I don't remember. It's true, I planned the whole thing.
Okay,
What
but
do
the
you
other
know about
ones...
the Cyclops killer. We call the criminal we're after the new Cyclops killer.
I know. They killed Shoko Nadami and Renju Okiura.
That's right. Both corpses were found with their left eye pulled out. Same as Iris. This leads us to believe that the crimes were all committed by the same person. So this person in the polar bear costume, they are the new Cyclops killer. And you're telling me that person is you? You killed Shoko and Renju?
Yes, I killed them.
When and how did you kill her?
Well, I don't remember.
What do you mean you don't remember? Do you really think that lie is gonna work?
I have a memory disorder. I don't always remember everything. It's not my fault.
Oh, good.
But you remember the cold storage warehouse.
There are times I remember and times I don't remember. It changes.
Date, Mayumi is not lying about that in particular.
No, we figured.
There are circumstances that might cause selective memory. For whatever reason, her memory might not have been stored properly in her mind.
Oh, if we're going to have to sync with her,
This
I'm
is
actually
not
going to kill myself.
uncharacteristic for those suffering from dementia.
What was the motive?
Isn't Rinju Okiura the president of that awful company where the witch works? He's just as responsible, using her to steal time and money from vulnerable kids. And I'm sure he was debaucherous and degenerate. That man is the root of all evil. That's why I killed him.
Okay, why'd you kill Shoko?
Rinju's ex-wife, right? I did it to get to him.
But the two divorced 4 years ago.
That doesn't matter. The bonds of matrimony are eternal.
In your opinion, I don't think Renju felt the same way.
You are really starting to aggravate me. I answered your questions, so there.
Yeah. Dumb question.
I am not lying.
You do know that perjury is a crime, right?
I'm telling you, I'm not lying. I killed Shoko and Rinju, and I tried to cut that demon witch in half.
Date, there's no point in letting this go on.
No, there really
She's
isn't.
clearly lying.
You seemed convinced earlier.
I was kidding. I don't think she's the killer.
I am the killer! I am!
Right now, we have to rely on hard evidence. The Odoroki Man chocolate that Mayumi bought was found at the warehouse.
If Mayumi was at the scene before Ota,
She may have seen the criminal's face.
You know what I'm going to say, right? Date, sync with her.
Oh, damn it! Christ, I'm so done with this whole family.
Pewter, we're going to sync with Mayumi Matsushita. Prepare the machine.
Well,
What happened?
the sync machine isn't operating to capacity. Yesterday's sync, well, suffice to say, Ota and Date were not too compatible.
Compatible?
I'll give you the big picture. To get the synchronization working properly, I had to push the machine pretty hard. And now, it's not responding.
The what?
How long will it take to fix?
16 hours, at least.
We've got 8.
But that's impossible.
So we can't sync yet, huh?
But we need to, or this investigation is going nowhere.
Date, I suggest we go to Matsushita Diner.
Why?
We may be able to find some clues.
Good idea.
Oh, thank God. Thank you, hardware problems.
Pewter, we're counting on you for those repairs. I'll be back in 6 hours.
But you said 8. Please, you have to give me at least 8.
That Pewter, always so humble. He'll have it done in 6.
Yeah, Pewter is just that kind of guy, you know?
Hey! This is a hostile work environment!
It's a revenge for what you put me through in the last bloody fucking cycle. Yeesh.
Why would Mayumi lie?
To protect her son, damn it.
She's probably protecting someone.
Like her son.
But who?
Surely you know by now. There is only one person Mayumi would want to protect that badly.
Ota.
It's Ota.
It has to be.
Does Mayumi think Ota is the killer?
Last night, Ota left Matsushita Diner with Iris. Mayumi saw the whole thing.
But Ota was stabbed in the stomach by the culprit. Does Mayumi not remember that?
No, that isn't quite it. It is possible that she thinks Ota is responsible for everything.
She thinks Ota stabbed himself?
Yes.
Why would he do that?
Before I explain, I would like to hear your thoughts. What do you think about the possibility that Ota is the new Cyclops killer?
Impossible.
Why?
The van stolen it from Mitsu? Stop. Yeah, why did he need to steal 2 cars?
The van was stolen while Iris was in the passenger seat. We know that whoever did it is the culprit we're looking for.
There is a chance that Iris was not in the passenger seat.
Their fingerprints were there, though.
She could have been driving.
How so?
Iris could have taken the wheel herself and driven to the warehouse.
But forensics only found Ota's fingerprints on the wheel.
That can be explained. It is possible that Iris covered her fingertips with her sleeves.
But I would have wiped the fingerprints off. Yeah, why would Ota take her eye out?
Iris had her left eye pulled out. Ota would never do that.
Have you considered that she pulled it out herself?
What?
Or even asked Ota to do it? Perhaps she ordered him to.
In yesterday's Somnium, Ota and the polar bear.
That was just a dream. It doesn't necessarily reflect what happened in reality.
That's true. No, I don't get it.
In short, Ota and Iris are accomplices. This was all a performance.
Finally! Somebody confirmed a theory of mine.
Iris drove the Matsushida's van. Ota drove the station wagon. They went to the warehouse separately. Then, they prepared the live stream. Iris anesthetized her left eye and removed it. Either that, or she asked Ota to extract it. After that, Iris took her position on the table, and Ota donned the polar bear costume and started the saw. Consider this. In the stream, Ota and the polar bear were never on screen at the same time.
Yes, thank you.
True. That means Ota went off camera, took off the costume, and then...
Did his dramatic pose.
Stay away from Tessa!
Perhaps Mayumi witnessed the entire event. It is also possible that Mayumi knew what the two were up to.
So she lied to protect Ota.
Yes, but this is only a theory.
It's a different angle for Aiba.
Consider the possibility that Iris killed Shoko and Renju.
Then, this whole thing was to get her off the suspects list. That's why she pulled out her eye and had Ota stab himself. It makes it look like there's another criminal involved.
I will repeat myself in saying that this is only a theory. It is one of many possibilities.
Ugh. But that's the one I
It's
was...
possible, but I don't think it's very likely. They wouldn't go that far just to avoid suspicion.
Not to avoid suspicion, but it's something else.
Date, you must consider the mental state of the serial killer. Shoko and Renju were both exposed and displayed. And they both had their left eye removed while they were still alive. Whoever our killer is, it is clear that they are sociopathic or even psychotic.
But you also got to remember that Iris at one point genuinely thought Illuminati like group were after her. It's possible the tumor in her head is causing her to do this.
We can't rule anything out.
At the very least, is Ota and Mayumi still at the freaking police headquarters? Because this is going to be an awkward conversation otherwise.
Ota? Why are you...
Why did you arrest Mom? You said you were gonna clear her! Why? Of course I am.
Yeah, you worried
That's
about
my
Mom?
mom. What son wouldn't be worried about his mom? So worried that my stomach is in knots. The surgery was successful, but they told me she isn't out of the ICU yet.
Yeah, why are you here?
When I was in the hospital, the police came to me. They told me that my mom confessed. I couldn't believe it, so I went to the police station. But because she was under investigation, they wouldn't let me see her. After that, I didn't feel like going back to the hospital. That's why I'm here.
You asked me why your mom was arrested earlier, but she isn't under arrest.
What?
I spoke with her as part of my investigation, yes. But as a source of valuable information, not as a suspect. Mayumi confessed, but it's highly likely that she's lying. So we haven't issued a warrant for her arrest.
That's what I've been saying! Mom didn't do it, she's innocent!
Yeah, but you know what's going on.
Word is going around. Maybe Iris was the one who killed Shoko and Renju. And you and her planned this warehouse incident to get her off our suspects list.
No way! Tessa had her eye.
She could have pulled it out herself, or asked you to do it.
You're kidding me, right? Do you really think I would do that?
Well, she asked nicely,
I
probably.
was fighting for my life against the criminal.
That wasn't caught on camera, though. Neither was the part where you got stabbed.
You're saying that I stabbed myself?
It wouldn't be the first time you faked something, would it, Ota?
You...
Did you stage it?
I'm telling you, I didn't!
Then why is Mayumi protecting you?
Mom is protecting me?
Your mother is stubborn. She's lying to us because she's protecting someone. The only person I can think of would be you.
Why?
Apparently she thinks that you're the criminal.
Why would she think that?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Yep.
Got any ideas?
Tell me something.
Maybe because of her condition. Mom has... dementia. Maybe her memory is just mixed up.
Yeah, about the dementia.
Everything is my fault. It's because of me that Mom is... I know how it looks now, but back in the day, the diner was doing pretty good. You know Bloom Park is close by here, right? People who visited the park would stop here a lot. But ever since the explosion 8 years ago...
The chemical plant accident?
Yeah. We're just barely outside of the restricted area, but... because Bloom Park closed, the number of customers dropped by a lot. The diner didn't last much longer. When this place closed, Dad started working at a Chinese restaurant chain during the day. And he was a security guard and traffic cop at night.
I'm not the only one that thinks that the dad kind of looks like a me character gone horribly wrong.
Mom worked as a janitor. And we're both working hard and barely got any sleep.
And you?
I was just a high school student at the time. I was such a dumbass. I thought it was totally normal to have both parents working, so I didn't even get a part-time job. And they bought me a PC and Idol concert tickets. I had it good, but we were drowning in debt.
Dead?
And there's a loan on the house and the diner. Mom and Dad didn't let this place go. There are too many memories here to give it up. So they slaved day and night to keep it open. They worked and worked and worked. Thanks to them, I was even able to go to a good university, but right after I started, Dad...
Passed away?
Yeah, he had a heart attack. From overwork. But even then, I didn't get it, you know? I didn't appreciate how hard they worked for me. Even when I wasn't taking college seriously and getting bad grades, my mom didn't say a thing. She just smiled and told me that it was okay. Even when I told her I was going to drop out. Mom, I'm thinking of dropping out of college.
What? Why do you want to do that, Ota?
I decided that I'm going to become a writer.
Wow, a writer. Well, that's a good goal to have. But you really should finish college. You worked so hard to get in.
You don't understand, Mom. A writer has to put all of their time into their creativity. I won't have time to go to classes. Plus, I'm friends with the editor of a publishing company. I'm definitely going to have my first book published.
Is that right? Well, Ota, if you say so, I won't stop you.
Oh, man.
Do what makes you happy.
I know,
It'll turn out just fine. I know you can do it.
I know that he's pouring his heart right now, but he is a real little punk. Oh, I swear to God.
No matter what happens, Mom will always be on your side, okay? Forever and ever. I'll always support you, Ota.
This is looking a lot more like Ota's ending. You lied about the editor,
Yeah.
didn't you?
How do you guess? It was really just a few texts back and forth. But I was thrilled. I thought I could make it as a writer because of that. But it's impossible. I know there's no way I can be a writer. I've never even finished writing a novel. Not even once. I always give up after the first 5,000 words. To even apply for the amateurs contest, you have to submit 10 times that. But Mom, she kept supporting me.
When did it start?
Not long after I quit college, Mom was always smiling at me. But I think she was starting to slip mentally. One day.
Oh, what's wrong, Ota? Do you have the day off from school?
Are you being sarcastic?
Oh, right. You don't attend anymore. Oopsie, I totally forgot.
How can you forget your own son's career choice?
Sorry. Anyway, are you hungry? You haven't eaten anything since this morning, have you?
Are you kidding?
What?
I ate breakfast and lunch already.
Oh, did you? By the way, Ota, what's living at the dorms like?
Why are you making fun of me?
I'm not teasing you, honey.
Don't fuck with me!
That's sad.
Mom got sick because I'm such a piece of shit. I was only thinking about myself. I didn't take care of her. I was so stupid, I didn't realize she was sick. I thought she was messing with me. I was so cruel to her for no reason. And she got worse and worse.
What's that picture?
But that one that we saw earlier.
Looking at this photo reminds me, one time when I was a kid, I said something really bad to Mom and Dad, and they scolded me for it. And it's not like it was an apology or anything, but Dad and I gave her a Mother's Day gift. My mom was so happy that she cried. That's what this photo is from. Why did it turn out like this? I'm such a bad son.
Hey, Aiba.
What is it?
I don't like Ota one bit. But I can't imagine that this guy's the criminal.
Why is that?
Hearing his story made me think that he's not such a bad guy.
Your presumption is illogical.
Human beings are illogical. We're not like you AI. We can't be logical all the time. But we make up for it in one very important way.
What is that?
Intuition.
Do you find that useful?
At times.
Hmm.
Aiba, let's go back to the cold storage warehouse. We might be missing something.
Hmm.
Understood.
Ah, crap. Oops, wrong button. Ah, so much for my theory. Damn it. Fell for the red herring once again. So what the hell are they going to tell me now? Are we going to go back to the Sosajima being the dude?
Date, weren't you going to check the warehouse?
I was, but a thought occurred to me.
Yeah, what? I don't think there's anything there.
Aiba, are you sure that Ota took this car?
As I've already explained, the security cameras at the Famisto parking lot saw the entire incident clearly.
Yeah.
So it was definitely Ota who drove it here.
Why are you stating the obvious?
Aiba, who drove the van here?
There are two possibilities. Either Iris or the criminal who kidnapped Iris.
And Mayumi?
Considering the time that she purchased the chocolate, that would be almost impossible.
Maybe I took that the wrong way then.
The van was hijacked from the Famisto parking lot at 10:32 p.m. At that time, Mayumi was in the 812 convenience store more than 100 yards away.
My yards are a bit rusty.
We found the chocolate Mayumi bought on the floor of the cold storage warehouse.
My whole distance thing concerning yards may be a bit rusty, but that's maybe just enough distance to be just far enough away so that should be impossible for Mayumi to be hopping between cars.
But that doesn't prove she was actually at the scene. If she was, how did she get here? She wasn't in the van or the station wagon.
Of course, a different car. I will search for all vehicles that were in this area from Sunday night to Monday morning.
I connected to the end system server and began our research. She got a result in no time.
Found one hit. A taxi.
Where's that taxi now?
It is parked in Lemniscate's parking lot.
At Lemniscate? Why?
Unknown.
Huh.
But we should speak with the driver immediately.
Oh. That was quick. Maybe this does revolve around Ota and Mayumi after all. No, this is the driver.
Got a minute?
Are you talking to moi?
Oh god.
What?
Date, now is not the time to be distracted by this old man's diction.
Mind if I ask you what you're doing here?
Moi? I am but a humble taxicab driver.
There we go.
I'm with the police. I have some questions for you.
Tell me this isn't going to be the motherfucking polar bear. Yeah. Before I arrived at Lemniscate, I got a picture of Mayumi from my Abyss. I showed it to the driver.
Did you drive this passenger on Sunday night?
Oh, I did indeed. I remember her well. The old hag.
Old hag?
I took her on a tour of the streets of Tokyo. Our ultimate destination was the warehouse district in Ariake.
Why didn't you report this to the police?
Why there? Of all places?
Report it?
You don't know about the incident at the cold storage warehouse? It was all over the news.
No, I'm afraid not. Newspapers and television news programs have never been much of an interest to moi.
Where are you from?
I was born in Kawago, Saitama.
And why do you talk like that?
I don't know what you mean. I've spoken this way all my life. My parents speak with the same vernacular.
Why does that voice sound familiar?
I have just finished conveying my client from Tameke Sano's studio. I was informed that the visit here would be brief, and thus I have decided to wait in this lobby.
Okay.
I recall it was around 10 in the evening. Near the Kabasaki district, an unassuming restaurant named Matsushita Diner.
That's where I picked up the old hag. And as soon as she stepped foot in my conveyance, she was already barking orders at me. Follow that van, hurry! I must admit, I found it rather exciting, just like an old chase film. I, of course, insisted that I be paid up front. We pursued the van for roughly half an hour. Suddenly, the van came to a halt at a convenience store.
The Famisto along Koshu, right?
Precisely right. I am surprised you know that. In any case, I knew that the jig would be up if we were seen following the van. So I decided to drive past it. I parked at the 8 store, but 100 yards from there, while waiting for the object of our pursuit to make its next move. The old hag suddenly spoke up. I have to buy something, she declared, then made her way into the 8.
This must be when Mayumi bought the Odoroki man chocolate.
A few minutes later, the old hag finished making her purchases and walked out. And then, at that very moment, I witnessed the van jet off at great speed down Koshu. I hurried the old hag inside my vehicle, then resumed the chase. We followed them for roughly half an hour more.
I see. If the driver's story is correct, Mayumi did not know that Ota was left behind at the Famisto.
Mayumi thought Ota was in the van the whole time.
Rest of the story, please.
We then arrived at a splendid manor. The van entered the premises through the front gate and disappeared from view.
Manor?
We, of course, could not follow, so we waited outside. I estimate another 10 minutes passed. The front gate opened once again, and the van drove out, and we pursued. But 30 minutes later, our pursuit was foiled again.
What happened?
The van drove into the restricted Kabasaki district. The old hag, of course, demanded that I follow, but I was not about to risk my license and livelihood. Instead, I parked on the road and waited for the van to drive back the way it came. But of course, we knew it might not take the same road back. In fact, we were not even sure the van would be coming back at all. But the old hag was not keen on giving up, so we began our stakeout.
Wait a minute. Wait, so, hang on. We know in the Kabasaki district there's a secret sync machine in there. So, a manor? That sounds like Sosujima's place. So Sosujima took her to the sync machine? And then what? Same thing happened like what happened to Iris's ending? Is that what it's saying?
About 45 minutes later, the date had changed at this point. It was 12:25 a.m. on Monday.
How do you remember the time so well?
Well, you see, I always keep my radio dial on the same station. I remember precisely which programs were playing during this endeavor. Thus, I can approximate the time.
I see. Please continue.
At 12:25 a.m., the old hag's tenacious gamble paid dividends. The van returned down the same street. And thus, we again made pursuit. I kept considerable distance. We had come so far, I did not want to get caught now. But my caution backfired. I lost sight of the van in the Ariake warehouses. Without so much as a thank you, the old hag popped open the door and took off toward the warehouses. I waited for some time, but the old hag did not return. The goose was cooked at this point, so I made the decision to return home. I am glad I had the foresight to ask for payment in advance.
Okay, one more question.
I follow your story. I have one more question. Where is this manor the van stopped at?
Sosujima.
Every taxi driver in the city knows that residence. It is the personal home of Congressman Sosujima.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Why did the van go to So's house?
Iris
We
knows
need to
So.
speak with him immediately.
Agreed. Let's move.
Oh, here we go again. Jesus. Damn it, Sejima. Right. He clearly knows something about Iris.
There's no one here.
Indeed.
I don't see So or his bodyguards.
I do not detect them either.
Let's go inside.
Oh, that's a bad idea, mate. Huh.
Hey, Aiba. Do you smell something funny?
You are aware that I do not possess the sense of smell, correct?
Oh, right.
Huh.
There's something strange about this vase. Ugh.
What is it?
This is definitely where the smell is coming from.
Is there something inside?
Oh no.
Maybe, but the opening is covered by a metal plate.
The lid is fixed with a bolt. It will not open easily.
Yeah.
Then, as is standard procedure...
X-ray. The hell?
What the?
Date, destroy the vase!
Got it.
Would you hurry up? Oh, come on!
Sojima?
What in the...
That is the head of Sojima.
No shit!
Left eye is hollowed out.
This is most likely a crime committed by the new Cyclops killer.
What else do you want me to freaking... What? Hanging scroll. I don't want to know about the freaking scroll.
Do you have an estimated time of death?
Today, sometime between 11 a.m. and noon.
That's about when I was talking to Ota at Matsushita Diner.
At that time, Mayumi was in police custody and Iris was in the ICU of Central Hospital. They have not moved.
Oh crap!
That means Ota, Mayumi, and Iris couldn't possibly have committed the crime.
Oh crap! Oh
Assuming
crap!
that
Oh
this
crap!
is the work of a single killer, those three can be eliminated from the list of suspects.
Oh crap! Oh
Ota,
crap!
Mayumi, and Iris are not the new Cyclops killer.
Who the fuck do we have left? Who the genuine? Oh, for the love of It's Holy.
Right. By the way, why is there no one in the mansion? No bodyguards, no housekeepers.
I do not know.
Does So have family?
Sosajima's wife died in labor 30 years ago, giving birth to their son. Their son is currently living abroad.
Wait. Hold up a minute. Persons. Date. How old am I? I'm 30. Aren't I the son?
So lived here alone?
Do you find that suspicious?
No, just...
Date, a call from Pewter.
Connect me.
Date, the sync machine is up and running. You can sync with Mayumi now.
No point.
Thanks, Pewter. But there are more pressing matters now.
Did something happen?
Yeah, I found Sosajima's body, with the left eye hollowed out.
What?
I'm at the Sojima household. Send the investigation team over.
Why so?
I can answer your questions when I get back to Abyss.
Got it.
Date, what is your plan? Wait until crime scene investigation arrives?
No, there's something I need to do. If that taxi driver was telling the truth, Mayumi was at the warehouse yesterday. And we know the chocolate we found at the scene was hers. Maybe she saw something. Maybe she knows something we don't. Some kind of clue or information about the culprit.
Then...
Yeah, we're gonna sync with Mayumi.
Oh damn! I knew we couldn't get out of that. Oh shit! Wrong bloody thing. All right. Oh, I am so incredibly cooked. Jeez.
Date, a large-scale investigation of Sosejima has already begun. At this very moment, the media is already swarming outside the building.
Really? Doesn't matter. The sync is what's important. If we sink into Mayumi's brain, that might help us find the real culprit.
I understand. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Then, let's begin.
Here we go again on my own.
Where am I?
Where is this? Oh, silly me. This is my house. Huh? What happened to me?
This is Matsushita Diner, though it looks odd. Likely an effect of the dementia.
Oh, this is gonna
We
be
need
fun.
to help remind her.
Do you think such a thing can be done?
This diner means everything to Mayumi. If we do what we did last time and reproduce the actions from Mayumi's memories, we could help her remember everything.
Is this what you call your intuition?
Told you it was useful.
Well, if we must. Somnium scan! Activate!
Okay. Okay, I'm not getting this. Oh, damn it. Alright, produce the past memory actions, evoke for lost memories, right.
The sliding door at the entrance. Who could that be?
You could welcome. Swinging door.
A swinging door that leads to the kitchen.
Oh god.
The sliding...
I don't know. Welcome?
Welcome! Come on in!
Why did you say it like that?
Oh, they're not a customer.
Ah, dang it.
The sliding door...
Agent Date, you've got 5 minutes.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, Ota. You're late today.
Home.
Are you not hungry? Today's dinner is omelet rice. Your favorite. Dad isn't back yet, but you can start eating.
Again? I'm okay. I ate already.
But,
I'm fine.
Ota, wait! Ota?
Part of the diner has manifested.
Maybe this is one of the memories she forgot. It must be important to her, though.
It looks like a sad memory.
Doesn't matter if it's sad. It's still important.
Alright, alright. We could maybe restart it? not sure.
An old menu.
Oh no, ramen, please? No. Well, one ramen, please. That's what she said.
Oh?
It's the phone. Maybe try picking it up?
Roger.
No, maybe not.
A swinging...
Oh, I don't know.
The phone...
My husband?
My husband?
Yes, Matsushita Diner. Yes. Well, yes. Yes. What? My husband! Why? How could this happen?
Right.
The diner has changed again. However,
These memories aren't all happy, but they are all significant.
if this continues, will it not have a negative effect on Mayumi?
Maybe. But we have to see this through.
Yeah.
We have to.
Understood.
Cake. Bucket? Autograph.
Autographs decorate the wall.
The middle, the left, the right? I don't know.
An old beer... A bucket.
Let's wear it.
A delicious cake.
I wonder who it's for.
Oh, I don't know. Congratulations, Ota?
Congratulations, Ota.
I'm home.
Ota! Congratulations on getting into the university, son! Congratulations!
Hooray! Congrats!
Yeah, maybe it. I'm kind of just going in here blind. I don't know what I'm...
Hooray! Hooray!
And 3 lit up again.
Ota was quite the spoiled child, wasn't he?
He definitely had a lot of growing up to do. But that's what makes him so important to Mayumi.
I see.
Right, the envelope.
Have 3 minutes, Date.
It's an envelope. Some kind of mail? This is a bank statement. The Matsushita family's loan.
Yeah, let's do our best.
Let's do our best.
We have to keep supporting Ota.
Okay. We'll work harder for Ota's dream.
Yeah, this is reflecting on... This is basically a massive Where are you paying attention, Tess? That 3 keeps popping up.
We reproduced another painful memory.
No, not quite.
Are you certain? Mayumi was under a heavy burden of debt and stress running the diner.
That's true. But sometimes hardship is worth it.
Is that so?
Right. So something over there. Oh, the stickers, yeah.
It's a sticker from a chocolate candy.
Welcome home. Did you get it for me?
It?
This is Ota when he was small?
Chocolate.
Do you mean chocolate?
Yeah, Odoroki man, remember? Oh, that. Yes, of course I bought it. Look, the Momonoke man chocolate that you like. Here you go. That's not it. Oh, honey, I thought you liked the Momonoke man chocolate. No, I told you. It's Odoroki man. Oh, sorry. Your mom can be such a dummy sometimes.
Yeah.
You're not just a dummy, you're a super dummy idiot! Oh, well, you're right, sweetie. I'm sorry. I'm a big dummy. I'll buy you a real Momonoke man soon. Stupid! It's not Momonoke man, it's Odoroki man! I hate this! I hate you, Mom! What? Wait, Ota! Where did you go? Please, come out from hiding, Ota. Ota, I'm sorry. Mommy won't make any mistakes anymore, Ota. Ota! Come back! Ota!
Oh, did we do it bad?
Ota? Takaro, don't leave me. Don't leave me alone. I'm sorry, Ota. Ota! Takaro, I can't do this on my own. Don't leave me.
Yee, this got dark. This got dark real fast. Oh, I can't listen to that anymore.
So that's what happened.
Date, look at what you've done. If Mayumi wakes up after all this trauma...
I know it's risky, but we're here for a reason.
What are you planning?
We have to keep going. Just a little more to awaken her past.
But...
If she loves her family this much, there has to be something. There has to be a precious memory hidden deep within.
is that your intuition?
It is.
But there's nothing else there. Oh, and I missed the secret. I saw it earlier in the cutscene.
Clock.
Right. Advanced time. I don't know. I basically had a 50-50 there.
Ota, sweetie. Ma, I.
We know we can be a hassle sometimes, so... Huh, Ota.
Yeah. Thank you, Mom. You know, I love you forever and ever.
That's where she got our...
Me too, Ota. I love you both so much. I'll love you both no matter what. Oh, forever and ever. Oh, I'll never forget this.
Yeah! We are a family. We can do anything.
Yes. Yeah.
Looks like it's okay to go back now.
Yes, I agree. By the way, Date.
Hmm?
I admit, it is useful every now and then.
What is?
Your intuition.
Oh, good. We made the right choice then. Yeah, this smacks of Ota's ending. Now we got plenty of time to spare. Yeah, I'll maybe go back at one point and collect all the little orbs. What did that accomplish, though? That's the problem. I don't know, back at the hospital at least.
Ota, I'm so sorry for worrying you.
What do you mean?
Your mother retracted her confession.
I'm so glad.
Yes, yes.
But Mom, why did you think I did it?
About that.
I explained to Ota. On Sunday night, Mayumi was following the van driven by Ota in the taxi. But when the van was hijacked in Famisto's parking lot, Yuri was in another convenience store nearby buying some chocolate. Because of that, she didn't see what happened. That's why Mayumi thought Ota was still in the van when it drove away, so she kept following it. The van drove all over Tokyo and eventually wound up in the warehouse district near the docks. Mayumi got out of the taxi and followed the van on foot. The van was later found in Okinuri Fishery cold storage warehouse. Mayumi walked in the warehouse and discovered the grisly scene.
A polar bear plucking out Iris's left eye? I was so terribly frightened. I panicked and ran. I'm sure that's when I dropped the chocolate.
Probably also where they dropped the knife.
I ran away from the warehouse as fast as I could. I just kept running and running. But while I was running, I had a thought. Maybe that polar bear was Ota. Because at the time, I thought Ota was the one driving the van.
It might also explain how the knife got there.
Brought Iris to the warehouse, then Ota must have been the one in the suit. That's what I was thinking anyway.
So that's why.
I'm so sorry that Mom doubted you, Ota.
No, I understand. It's my fault for making you worry.
Ota.
But there's one thing I don't get. Why did you buy that chocolate when you were following me?
Oh, because...
You liked Todoroki Man chocolate when you were young, right, Ota?
Yeah, I was like the number 1 or 2 collector of the stickers in my elementary school class. I stuck some of my duplicates all around the diner, too.
You and Mayumi have strong memories of that chocolate, right?
Yeah, but I guess they're not all sweet memories. They're like chocolate, you know? Bittersweet. Makes my heart hurt a little.
At least we got that out of the way.
That's not it. Oh, honey. I thought you liked the Momonoki Man chocolate. No, I told you. It's Todoroki Man. Oh, sorry. Your mom, you're not just a dummy. You're a... Oh, well, you're right. I'll buy you a... It's not Mom...
After I yelled at her, Mom immediately went to buy me another chocolate. My dad came back from buying some ingredients at the same time, and they ran into each other. My dad really let me have it.
How dare you speak to your mother like that?
Because Mom is stupid.
You're stupid to call your mother stupid. Your mother bought you that to make you happy. You need to think about how she feels. I didn't raise you like that.
But...
When she comes back, you apologize. Do you understand?
My dad told me to apologize as soon as Mom came back. But the guilt... I hurt my mother, you know? It didn't go away. Even after I apologized to her. After that, things got awkward with Mom.
Yeah, they would do.
A few days later, my dad came up with an idea.
Yeah, the knife and the apron.
Hey, Ota, how about this? You know Mother's Day is coming up. Why don't we get a gift for your mom, hmm?
A gift?
That was the first time I had ever heard my dad say something like that.
You know how Mom always takes care of us. We should think of a way to pay her back.
I'm sure my dad was trying to clear the air between all of us.
That's when they bought the knife.
So, on Mother's Day, I used my New Year's money I saved up to buy my mom that flower knife. And my dad saved up a little money to buy the floral apron. And when Mom got her gifts, she started bawling. Like full-on crying.
Oh, you boys. I don't deserve all this. Thank you, thank you. You do deserve it, Mom. I'm proud that you're my mom. Right, Dad?
Oh, yes. Mom is the best mom in the world.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Say cheese!
Man, they all blinked.
Sorry, I lost track of time. What were we talking about again?
The Todoroki Man chocolate. Why she bought the chocolate in the middle of tailing you.
Tailing?
Mom.
It could be due to her memory disorder. It is possible that her thought process was once again short-circuited.
Ota, I'm just going out on a limb here.
Huh?
Earlier I looked inside Mayumi's head.
Inside her head?
She was thinking of nothing but you. Her head was full of memories of you. Mayumi just wanted you to come back, Ota. So she bought that chocolate. The chocolate you loved as a kid. She thought she could get you back home with it. That's why I believe, in Mayumi's head, you're still young, Ota.
Huh?
I don't know. I could be wrong.
No, you're right, Date. That's why my mom bought the chocolate. She wanted her little kid back.
Yeah, that's as good an explanation as any. Yeah, what happens now?
I was always so selfish. I made my mom go through such hard times. So from now on, I'm going to support her the way she supported me. I'll do anything. I'll deliver newspapers or be a janitor or anything. I'll work as hard as I can to make sure my mom can rest easy.
What about your dream of being an author?
Well, of course I'm not gonna give up on that. But I'll set my sights a little smaller. I'll start by writing a short story.
Let me read it when you're done.
Of course.
One last thing.
Oh, I forgot to tell you something important.
Something important?
I heard the nurses talking before I came in here. Iris is awake.
Really?
Yeah, she's due to be transferred from the ICU to the general ward.
Thank God.
You saved her life, you know. Maybe, just maybe.
Huh? Maybe what?
Nothing. See you, kid.
Is Iris your girlfriend?
Yeah, I'll introduce you next time. She's a great girl.
Oh my, I'm looking forward to it. Is she going to be your financier? Oh, maybe I should clean up a bit first.
Financer? Oh, fiance.
Oh yes, yes, that's it.
Jeez, Mom.
Yeah, there's the chocolate at least. Yeah, about that though.
Date, there are still many loose ends in this investigation.
You're telling me.
Yeah, you're right. Looks like another all-nighter.
So, someone hijacked the... Okay, I answered freaking nothing. Can I skip this part? Yeah, I can. At least we get Ota's ending. But... something else is going on.
Has there been any progress in this Jima investigation?
None. Zero clue.
Not exactly. We have 2 clues.
2?
2 points of information. But they may not connect directly to the murders.
What are the 2 clues?
Point 1. This may be easier to see than explain. I sent a video to the boss's PC. Could you check there, please?
Paused to her desk and moved her mouse. Stood next to her and looked at the monitor.
What's this?
It's from Sunday night.
Yes. After Date was beaten by Ota at Matsushita Diner.
Tessa, wait! I'll get the car.
Oh, she doesn't know Iris's real name.
You witch!
There, stop it. I noticed this earlier as well. Do you see the walk on the floor beside Iris and Mayumi?
Yeah, what about it?
Look closely. The bottom part is curved. Do you notice anything in the reflection?
Iris and Mayumi.
Yes. I have prepared an enlarged and processed version of the image. Boss, the next video.
You witch!
She had the knife.
You stay away from my boy!
Tessa!
Iris took the knife.
Wrong. Did something happen?
No, everything's fine.
Okay, let's go.
Ota.
Hey, what's this?
Iris has the kitchen knife?
The video continues, but this should be enough. Iris took the knife and left the diner with Ota.
But if Ota's testimony is true, the polar bear had the kitchen knife.
Maybe it was taken off of Iris when she was kidnapped.
At the Femisto parking lot? Whatever. We can think about it later. You said you had 2 clues.
Yeah, what's the other one?
I have learned new information. More thorough autopsy results of Renju's body have revealed something. An object in his intestines.
An object?
A clump of organic matter.
What?
Because it was partially digested, it took significant time to analyze.
Well, what was it?
An eyeball, perhaps?
Shoko Nadami's eyeball.
Wait, what? What the hell? No, seriously, what in the actual fudge? What? Oh, finally! Freaking finally! Oh, for the love of all that's holy. Right, okay, let's... okay, Iris is... Oh, Jesus, give me a freaking second here. So Iris is basically the Cyclops killer? Or maybe it's a chain reaction? Alright. What's the case file say? Darty stared out over the water, overcome with guilt. I would claim that she removed the dandelions growing in his head. What does that mean? Yeah, let's start. Iris at this point died in his arms. No, wait. No, we found her corpse in the warehouse. Yeah. Crap.
Have you settled down? The scene is being inspected without you. This time the body didn't disappear. However, you lost consciousness. I didn't expect you to faint.
This is probably not a good time.
Seeing that corpse must have been incredibly shocking. I did not predict you to be the fainting type. I suppose humans are unpredictable. Now that you're back, let's get back to business. You are conscious, are you not? Are you at a loss for words?
Would you...
Dante, don't let negative thoughts consume you. Thinking that Iris died because of me. If I never took her to Ota's, this wouldn't have happened. If you truly believe that, then your brain is completely rotten. Or perhaps when you saw the corpse, your head became filled with images of blooming yellow dandelions.
What?
Oh, you're talking now. Was I correct? If you consider the situation logically, even an elementary school student would understand.
Huh?
Fine. Allow me to pluck some of those dandelions from your mind. I will ask 3 questions. Please answer honestly. First question. The cold storage warehouse was not in regular operation. But even so, the AC was on, and a minus 58-degree temperature was maintained. Why is that?
Why does the warehouse get kept at a freezing temperature? To preserve something.
To preserve something.
Yes. Let us move on to the next question. Second question. There was something strange about the corpse. Do you remember what that was?
It was the wrong eye that was removed. It was missing the right eye.
That is a unique factor. But there was something else, something more peculiar.
It was completely frozen.
Iris's body was completely frozen. The temperature read -58. With Iris's weight...
It wouldn't take that
Just
long.
wondering, but how much do you weigh?
Don't you know it's rude to ask a lady that?
105 pounds.
I see. 105, huh? It should have taken about 18 hours to freeze solid.
But we found her.
Wait a moment. Before you draw your conclusion, allow me to ask my final question. Question 3. 2 days ago, Sunday night, you found a dead body in the cold storage warehouse. But afterward, you visited the Sagan household and discovered that Iris was in fact still alive. Why?
She has a twin sister. You mean?
You mean?
You've got it.
The bolt in the warehouse like I was shot out of a gun. There's no skeleton.
The stomach is swollen slightly. She appears to have been pregnant.
What?
How?
Do not worry. The uterus does not contain a fetus.
You mean after she was killed?
No. The fetus was not present in her body when she was killed. She must have been killed after giving birth. The distended stomach does not immediately shrink after birth. The expanded uterus takes some time to return to its normal size. This evidence makes one thing perfectly obvious.
This corpse isn't Iris. It's someone else.
Which means?
Iris is alive.
Iris is still alive.
Not necessarily. She could be alive. We haven't confirmed that yet. Multiple stab wounds with a single-edged, sharp object to the victim's back. Judging by the size and shape of the marks, the weapon was most likely a kitchen knife. This matches what you said on Sunday.
So this is the body I saw then.
Yeah, so we did see the body after all. We didn't
Is
hallucinate.
there an estimated time of death?
Impossible to determine. This body has been completely frozen for at least 10 years.
The fuck?
10 years? She was killed more than 10 years ago?
Exactly. Her identity is unknown. Her killer is also unknown.
No, we
There is
know.
one likely suspect.
We know.
Who?
Let's consider the clues. The scene. Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse. Sunday night, we saw So here. And there is something else about So Sejima.
He remembers
Witness
killing.
someone similar to Iris being stabbed repeatedly in So's Somnium.
But it wasn't Iris. It was this woman.
That is highly likely.
What we saw was So's memory from more than 10 years ago.
I believe that is the case.
This is Cyrus's actual mother then?
Renju and So?
But we still do not know where Renju is.
That means that we need to talk to...
So, Sejima.
Oh god, please tell me he's still alive in this bloody timeline. Ah, crap. What the hell am I doing? Oh, please tell me he's still alive. Mizuki and Ota kept searching for Iris, but unfortunately they didn't turn up anything. Iris' whereabouts is still unknown. I'm worried about her, but without any leads, we'd just be looking for her blindly. I should focus on the investigation for now. It'll eventually lead me to Iris, I'm sure of it. With that in mind, I headed to So's mansion. Oh, he's still alive.
I told you, never to show your face here again.
I didn't come here for Shoko today. I didn't come here for Iris either. Instead, I'm here for a girl who looks like Iris. Did you kill her?
Date, look.
I knew it. You killed her, didn't you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I've had enough of your shit, Congressman! You wanted to check on the body of the girl you killed. That's why you were at the cold storage warehouse 2 days ago. Where is Renju Okiura? You know where he is, don't you? You were at an Okiura fishery warehouse for a reason. There's definitely a connection between you two. And that's not all. Number 89 called your secretary. The same number 89 that Renju escaped with. Now tell me, where is Renju?
Suddenly, a gang of bodyguards stormed out of the mansion. In an instant, they surrounded me.
We'd like to ask you to please leave.
Guess we don't have a Super Mizuki this time. We just tipped off the potential serial killer.
Damn it, So!
There's nothing we can do. We did arrive without a warrant. We were technically trespassing. If he had called the police, we would be in a predicament. We would have been detained immediately. Who would look after Iris then? Do you intend to leave your responsibility with Mizuki and Ota? Calm down, Date. We still have our lead.
Lead?
Before I explain, we need to discuss the corpse in the cold storage warehouse. Let's give her a name. Because she is frozen solid, we could call her All Ice or Alice. What do you think?
Damn you, freaking Spike Chunsoft! No. Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Oh, for God's sake! You, Spike Chunsoft, you have got to get this obsession of the name Alice away from my head. Okay, should explain some context here. Alice is a recurring name or character in the Zero Escape games. It was a plot point to explain this unnatural phenomenon called unmelting ice, and the evidence of that being this mummified corpse of an Egyptian princess. And because she was still perfectly preserved in a sort of frozen form, despite it being at room temperature, they called her All Ice, or Alice for short. In the ending of 999, the gang is seen... the very last shot is the gang picking up a person that dressed like an Egyptian princess, like sticking her thumb out as though she's hitchhiking. This then became a character, or someone that looks like her, called Alice, turning up in VLR, which was the sequel to 999. And that character dressed also in the Egyptian kind of... an Egyptian-like get-up, and she looked vaguely Egyptian in ethnicity. And she was called Alice, and someone else also made the same joke that she was this person called an All Ice, or Alice. And she even joked that she was, in fact, that same character, but she wasn't. it was just a coincidence. And now they brought it up again for at least a third. I don't remember it was in Zero Time Dilemma. Maybe it was. I don't know. At this point, I don't even care. But now they brought it again. And again. Spike Chunsoft, you... you... Strong words. Strong language. Must resist strong language. If you're a fan of the Spike Chunsoft games, or at least those Zero Escape series, this would drive you insane. I'm banging my my seat right now. I will slap a desk, but this desk is... Oh, you never mind. Let's move on.
All right, Alice. What about her?
Someone might be able to identify her.
Who?
Allow me to ask you 3 questions.
Oh, crap.
Again with this?
First question. You have seen this corpse more than twice. 3 times, in fact. When was the first time?
Oh, in Mizuki's dream. Oh, crap. I don't remember. I need to look at the flowchart. Alright, it was... Saturday. Yeah, it was Saturday. Yeah.
3 days ago. Saturday night when I synced at Abyss.
Yes, in the Somnium world. We saw the frozen corpse of a girl. Question 2. Who is the girl?
That has to be Alice, right? Adrian?
Now I know. That girl was probably Alice.
Most likely, yes. So we have technically known Alice for 3 days. One last thing. The final question. In which Somnium did we see Alice?
We saw it in Mizuki's.
My roommate, Mizuki Okiura.
Exactly. You mentioned something about Mizuki's Somnium being some kind of prophecy. But prophecies are nonsense. Dreams are not made of the future. They are made from the past. Therefore...
Mizuki has seen Alice before.
there is no other explanation.
Aiba, where is Mizuki now?
Where we went with Iris yesterday, the Kume Shrine.
The shrine? Why would she be there?
Unknown. She is supposed to be looking for Iris.
Okay, let's go.
I have questions. Like, wait, how in the name of all that's holy did Mizuki see...
Dante,
Did you find Iris?
If I did, I would have told you already.
Right.
What are you doing here?
Iris used to like this shrine. She told me about all her memories here. We used to come here all the time. You know those steps in the front? We would sit there together and talk about things. Like what gluten-free means, and eyelash extensions, and aerial yoga. And we would talk about all our problems together. Sometimes we would talk late into the night. So I thought that maybe she'd be here. But it looks like I was wrong.
Where's Ota?
I think he's searching Akihabara right now. Last time he checked in, he said he didn't have anything.
Oh yeah, it was Renju.
I think Iris is with Renju.
With Daddy?
Yeah. Her note mentioned her most trusted person. It's probably Renju.
Yeah. I remember that mermaid girl saying something like that.
He was looking for Iris.
Does that mean that Daddy is the one who called for Iris?
It could be. So I need to know where he is.
But I haven't been able to get a hold of him.
Alright, what about the
Mizuki, I have something very important to ask you.
I told Mizuki about the frozen corpse we called Alice.
You've seen her before, haven't you? 3 days ago, I saw her in your Somnium. The body of a girl who looks like Iris, Alice. Your dreams are built from your memories. So that corpse... Mizuki, please, answer me. Iris's life is at stake.
Huh? What do you mean?
I told Mizuki everything. About how Renju ran off of Assassin 89. About how 89 is connected to Sosajima. And that Sojima is linked to Alice's murder.
I need to know everything about Alice. If I find out who she is, I might be able to solve the mystery of Renju and number 89. And that might lead me to Iris.
Mizuki looked down at her feet quietly. I could see agony in her face. The silence lingered. Finally, she steeled herself, lifted her head, and spoke.
Okay, I'll tell you about Alice. It was about a month ago. I saw my daddy crying in the president's office at Lemniscate. I was peeking through a crack in the door so he didn't see me. Daddy got up, then got into his car and drove away. I had never seen him like that before. I was curious, so I followed him in a taxi. That led me to the cold storage warehouse. He got out of his car and went inside. I followed right behind him, quietly. Daddy was standing next to the forklift in the back. I hid behind a shelf. I watched Daddy open the hood of the forklift, and then, after a little bit, he left. I wanted to know what he was looking at. I went over to the forklift, and I looked under the hood myself.
There it is.
And then...
You saw the body.
You saw Alice's dead body.
But at the time, I thought it was Iris.
You're not the other person. Did you talk to him about it?
What do you mean? I couldn't just ask. It would have changed everything. I thought that as long as I stayed quiet, everything would be okay. I didn't see a dead body. I wasn't even at the warehouse. I repeated that to myself over and over and tried to forget the whole thing.
Repressed memories are often the subject of Somnia.
That's why Alice showed up during the sync.
Okay. What'd you do after that?
The corpse looked exactly like Iris. I couldn't believe she was dead. I just couldn't. So I went to Iris's house.
Huh? What's wrong, Mizuki?
Iris was alive. I thought I was going crazy.
Glad to see we're not the only one that did the exact same thing.
Or dreaming. I tried to convince myself that it was just a hallucination.
Dumb question.
What was I supposed to do? Daddy would have been in trouble.
So you kept quiet this whole time?
Yeah. I actually met with one of the higher-ups at Daddy's company last night, before I went to Matsushita Diner.
Why?
Because you asked about the cold storage. I was curious. I asked around some, and...
Yeah, keep going.
I found out that Daddy was managing the warehouse before I was born. After my grandpa died, Daddy took over. In exchange for managing the warehouse, he gave ownership of the company to someone else. I guess he didn't want to let this place go. Or maybe he couldn't let it go. That's more accurate, I think.
Yeah.
I understand why. Inside that warehouse was...
that corpse. Keep going.
On paper, Daddy has nothing to do with Okiura Fishery. Daddy was still managing the warehouse. And he was the only one allowed in there, too. That was part of the agreement when he gave up the company. And the whole thing had to be a secret. He really stressed that point.
How long was he managing the warehouse?
Hey, Mizuki. How long was he managing the warehouse?
For 18 years. That's what the man told me.
18 years? From that long ago?
Yes.
Iba, I need an emergency search. Missing persons from 18 years ago.
Understood.
Huh?
Date, I found her. The girl who looks like Iris.
What's her name?
Monica Iwai, 19 years old at the time of her disappearance. A graduate of Eitoku High School.
No way.
Renju was my classmate at Eitoku High. We've known each other for 20 years now.
Oh, crap.
When I was young, I lost someone very important to me.
That was her friend.
Monica Iwai, my best friend. One of the only friends I had.
Alice's Monica. Hitomi's friend who went to the same school as her and Renju. But why? Monica's body was found just now. But even back then, Hitomi knew. She knew that Monica was already dead. Iba, where is Hitomi right now?
At headquarters for questioning. MPD still believes that the body they discovered was Iris.
Got it. Contact boss. Have them bring Hitomi to Abyss.
Oh no.
Roger that.
Please tell me we're not doing a sync. Please.
You're awfully calm. You saw the corpse of your daughter today. You were called into the station to confirm her identity. And yet here you are, cool as a cucumber, even though you lost your precious daughter. Shall I guess why?
Well, let's look at the body.
Monica's body was found completely frozen solid. Her right eye was missing. Her body shows multiple stab wounds from an edged weapon to the back of the torso. The cause of death was those stab wounds. The murder weapon was most likely a kitchen knife. She was also pregnant until just before her time of death.
No, it's that.
Her name is Iwai Monica. She has been missing for 18 years. She was 19 years old at the time she went missing. Monica, Hitomi Sagan, and Renju Okiura all attended Eitoku High School.
Yeah, it's that.
Because that body isn't Iris. And you know it.
Are you serious?
Yes. Her name is Monica Iwai. She was killed when she was 19. She went to the same high school as you, and she was your best friend. Isn't that right? Nothing to say for yourself? Hiding something? Maybe you killed her with Renju.
That's ridiculous.
Oh, now you're talking. But we know Renju committed a crime. Illegally disposing of a body. And we can prove it.
Where she was found.
The cold storage warehouse where the body was found. It's been managed by Renju Okiura for almost 2 decades now. And witness testimony proves that he knew about the corpse there. And if I'm not mistaken, you knew about the corpse too, Hitomi. You and Renju have been close since high school. It's not too much of a stretch to think that he told you about the body. And I remember you telling me once.
When I was young, I lost someone very important to me. Monica Iwai, my best friend. One of the only friends I had.
How did you know that she was dead?
I didn't.
Don't play dumb. I know you're hiding something. You know what happened 18 years ago. And you knew she was pregnant. You were her best friend. Of course you would have known. Tell me. Tell me everything!
Date, she's not going to talk. Sync with her.
Oh, damn it!
Date, I'm sure I've told you enough times by now, but please, come back within 6 minutes.
I can't promise you that, Pewter.
What do you mean?
I mean, I'm not coming back until I find something.
Date, you can't.
Why not?
You know why.
Because it will take over my consciousness?
Yes.
But if it's only a little...
No, not even a little. If the sync passes the critical point, the damage will be irreparable.
But what does that mean exactly?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. No, this is probably a good point to stop. Sorry, I know it's getting good. Believe me. But I have to be sensible here. It's already way past the point of no return. And we're gonna have to stop here. Alright, I don't know how much I've been talking or commenting. In fact, let me just turn down the music a little bit. That's better. Okay. Oh, Jesus. What did we do? I've completely lost track of what episodes are what now. We've got some more endings, and now we finally get a lock undone. Thank Christ. So yeah, oh god, what the hell is going on? Right, so the corpse I saw twice isn't Iris. It's, well, let's just call it what it is. I think that's Iris's actual mother. Now, the pink hair is a pretty big giveaway, but the dad, no one, like, who the dad's supposed to be? I have no idea. It could be 89, it could be Sosajima, or it could be 89 is the dad, and Sosajima was the one that murdered the woman. It's looking increasingly likely, but then, oh Jesus. Yeah. Okay, no, crap. Right, it looks like we're getting in, we're in the end game now, Tony. We're in the end game now. But it looks like we're going to have a few more, at least one more sync before we get to the end of this branch. Don't know if it's going to be a two-parter. Don't know if it's going to be another case of one more sync before an ending. Whose ending this would be, I have no idea, because it's not like this one has any big character backstory or anything like the other two were. Iris, or in fact, other three. In fact, I've got 3 endings now. Ota, Mizuki, and Iris. But what's really disturbing is what we saw at Ota's ending, with Iris palming the knife that Mayumi had. That would explain why the knife ended up there. So that's one mystery solved. Plus, they did actually address the elephant in the room where they almost confirmed a theory of mine and then very quickly quashed it. So thanks, guys. Flew in a Spike Chunsoft reference there. Yeah, it's good. Yep. Oh, God, right. I seriously need to take a break this time. But got more than enough footage to get through. I'm hoping that everyone's kind of going along this journey with me. I do thank you for sticking with it so far. But for now, I think it's about time we all took a little break. I know it's gotten a critical point, but I need some rest. But until then, folks, I have been Keanotix. This has been AI, the Somnium Files, and I shall see you next time. Ta-ra for now.